In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 4 of House of the Dragon, titled King of the Narrow Sea. Now, this episode wasn't too bad. It was interesting. The whole middle part of the episode was not needed in a way, but it's Game of Thrones, and they always like to put that shock factor in there. And they didn't disappoint at all with this episode. So basically, Daemon comes back in front of a crowd to say that he defeated the crab feeders, and in a way, his brother welcomes him in Viserys. It's like, okay, this and that. They hold a little party for him. He gets to talking with Rhaenyra. And the interesting thing about this is that Daemon always has a plan. And his plan is still, you think he comes back as a changed man, but no, he's still that conniving asshole that you know and love. Matt Smith plays Prince Daemon perfectly. Patty Considine as Viserys is great. And not only that, Millie Alcott as a young Princess Rhaenyra is great. Rhys Ifans as Otto, the right hand to the king, is also great, and the actress who plays Alicent, really good. This episode was about deception, deceit, big sexual tension and energy. Basically, Damon takes his niece Rhaenyra out into the town at night, late at night. They go to a brothel, this and that. They end up making out, but Damon can't go through with it. You sort of felt that sexual tension between them. I mean, if you've read the books, you know the story, and you've seen the trailers and the sneak peeks, you know where and what's going to happen in this story and in this first season. Now, all the while, Rhaenyra goes back to her palace or the castle, and she, gets it on with her watchman or the knight that she is guarding her door, and they have their fun. And then all of a sudden, the next day, rumors start happening. Rhaenyra slept with her uncle, this and that, through different aspects, and it just goes on and on. And Viserys wants to know the truth. He confronts Daemon, who doesn't remember shit, but then you kind of think he does. And all the while, it's really an interesting episode. And then Viserys denounces Otto in a way of being the king's servant or the right hand. Like that's it. Like, what's happening? What's going on? This was an interesting episode. It was a really, really shocking episode in a way. And, but not shocking to a point where, okay. And then the ending, there's a little cup of tea that Rhaenyra is given to, help with any consequences that could arise or happen. And, the whole aspect of Rhaenyra talking with her father this series is like, it's like, oh, maybe you should figure out that Otto could be the one behind everything because he wants his grandson Aegon to be king. So it's like, what is happening? What's going on? I mean, the aspect between episode 1 and 4 now, 6 years, give or take, have passed within these 4 episodes. It's really interesting to see that. I feel like it's just like so fast, but they really need a timeline to tell us how many years have passed, how quickly they have passed, because we're getting the aspect of, okay, I believe like the first 5 or 6 episodes are going to be now, and then we're going to fast forward to an adult Rhaenyra, an adult Alicent, doing certain things. It's just going to be interesting, but we need a timeline and, a little anecdote on the bottom of the screen telling us this is this year, before, after, whenever. This episode kind of the lighting was a little dark. Couldn't see much was happening with how things were going on, but I feel like those dark aspects in any Game of Thrones episode, whether it be the original series or this prequel series, they really need to up the lighting a little bit just to give us and see that interesting factor of what's going on. I understand it's in the old ancient times, and they didn't have much lighting or anything, but listen, just as a filmmaking standpoint, give us a little bit more of, to see and show us what's going on. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 4 of House of the Dragon, titled King of the Narrow Sea. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? Did you like how this episode played out? Were there any unexpected things that you didn't expect? And do you think that they're staying true to the book, or they're changing certain things? And where do you see the first season going from here? And what do you think is going to happen from here on out? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked, and I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 5 review of House of the Dragon.